this is a quick introduction to the OD link to point tool. So in this particular scene, we have an object that moves along a path and is deformed with a simple displacement map, a world displacement map. And what we want to do is we want to link the item to we want to link the light to a specific point on the object. And typically you'll do this with item motion, but the problem with item motion is that a lot of times it will actually lag behind because of the evaluation orders. So I wanted something that's precise so that, you know, as I'm scrubbing and as I'm working with it, it's always definitely locked in that location. So the way we do it, we basically open the properties panel and there is a link to point modifier. And when we open the interface up for that, we can select the item that we want to constrain. So in this particular case, it's the light. And we want to link this to point 50. Why point 50? It's just something that, you know, it's a point that I decided or where it's going to be. You can, of course, change that to any place you want. And as soon as we click OK, you can see that the light jumps to that position. And as we scrub through, you will see that that light will always stick to that point, no matter whether, you know, it's never a frame behind or in front, depending whether you move forward or backward in the timeline. It's always locked to it. You can specify offsets in it. And again, if you're asking why point 50, it's one of those things where if you select the object, there's another tool of mine called OD vertex IDs. And you know, you can figure out what the vertex IDs are in Modeler, but if you don't want to go into Modeler, you can just select this tool, and when you turn it on, you can see the ID of all the different, you know, points that are within an object. And that's how you can decide, you know, so if we wanted to link it to point 151, for example, we would go back here, and let's just do a point 151, and that's where it is locked into now. And it's off by 1, so it would be because it starts at 0. So this is actually point 152. So if you wanted to go to point 151, you'd have to do 150. And there you go. You can see it's now locked to 151. And as we go across, you know, it'll always stick to that point. And that's OD link to point.